guys, just another quick first impressions really, and I'm not really expecting much from this. I believe this is from the same games that did the Megadrive, like the console version recently that used cartridges, but I'm just going to have a quick look at it, unbox it, give you my thoughts on it, maybe have a little play around and see what it can do, and update you guys. So it is the Sega Megadrive Ultimate Portable Game Player, which apparently boasts of 80 built-in games, but if you can see the breakdown, it's actually saying 36 of them are Sega Megadrive games, 3 Mortal Kombat games and 41 arcade games. Are the Mortal Kombat games not just Megadrive versions? So there's Mortal Kombat's going on the side. Now more Sonic and RPG games back in the pack. Well, it's all advertising Sonic there, and of course this is showing for the 25th anniversary of our favourite blue friend, Crash the Bandicoot. On the side apparently it contains the game player, the manual, charge cable, rechargeable battery. It's not suitable for, as Ashens would say, not to free sad onions. However, it's recommended that you be 15 plus to play this. However, I don't recommend, well, I don't really think, rather, not recommend, many 15-year-olds will be playing this. If I remember right, I'm guessing the age range, 15-year-olds probably weren't even around for the Mega Drive's big heyday. Does that even make English sense? Yes, this does have an SD card slot for putting more games on, whereas the console release doesn't. Boasting that the rechargeable battery is included with 4 to 6 hours of gameplay. Yeah, it's the is that going to focus? It is our famous At Games, and if you're an American you would have the Genesis edition, which is, as far as I can tell, is essentially just the same. I don't even know if I'm going to need this to open it. It feels a little too light for having a console in, and something I've never opened. Let's have a look at the back. The 80 games, built-in games. So some classics like Alex Kidd, Alien Storm, Bonanza Brothers, Columns, Comic Zone. That's actually a good game. One there. I'm not saying the others aren't, it's just one I remember playing. Decap Attack, Eternal Champions, the Golden Axe trilogy. That's quite cool to see that on there. We have Rystar, which I think is a hidden gem on the Mega Drive or Genesis. Got Fantasy Star 2. I wonder if that's put the big RPG, because I don't really see many others that would class as RPGs on here. So basically this last row here, that's the end. This one. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, had to get the phone, important message. But yeah, so up until here, which is Vector Man 2, is the end of the Mega Drive games, and it's classing the rest as arcade games. But I can assure you, these are certainly not arcade games, they're just a pile of wank. And what I mean by that is, it's just games they've put on to fill up, essentially like Flash games, but they're not really Flash. So let's take a look. And apologies as well, it is really warm in here, so I do have the fan on. Okay, maybe I will need that after all. Yeah, I didn't notice there was a bit of tape there. Okay. So as you can see, it's a pretty empty box, to say the least. We have our instruction manual, which is never going to be read. I don't think anyone would probably read it. Our USB cable, which isn't the it's not the USB-C. It's the type that you would use to charge a PS3 pad. Is it C? No. Brain fart. To me, that looks like where a plug would have been, but for whatever reason, they don't include a plug. And here we have the console itself. So I've heard that it's quite light, and it does feel like it, but there's also, it's strange, it's light, but it's got a little bit of weight in the middle, which I'm guessing was battery. And I believe there was nothing else in the box. So yeah, the box is officially useless now. I don't know if it's going to be charged or not, I highly doubt it. So yeah, it actually feels pretty good, to be honest, pretty sturdy. The D-pad isn't as spongy as the original Sega one was. The buttons feel alright. We have our volume, our SD card slot, our USB, AV out, headphones, now power on and off. As far as size wise goes, this is it compared to my phone. It's a little bit bigger, a tiny bit thicker. I believe my phone's the Galaxy S5, I think. It's been a while since I've checked. I'm not really a phone guy, I'm more of a computer, laptop, games console kind of guy. It's just got like a sticker on. I quite like the sticker, to be honest. Just because it's the Sonic 2 logo. Just easily going to peel that off. It may be quite sad to admit, but I'm probably going to keep this. The quality on that is not exactly the best, but it's cool. It's Sonic, and I do like Sonic. So I guess the moment of truth to see if straight out of the box, if it's charged. Oh, so it is charged. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to get this, I mean, I have had it a while, I've only just got round to opening it, but one of the reasons I wanted to check is to see what the audio is like, because in the console version the audio is really crap and tinny. I'm expecting the same of this, to be honest. So use left and right to switch between. If you start off on the main menu and press left, you'll get to the SD card. I have not got an SD card in there at the moment, but by the time this video is out I will have tried that. Man, the crap games they've got, and I'm never even going to touch them, I'll be honest. It's quite a shame that there's no Streets of Rage. Also, it does have Phantasy Star 2 and 3. It's pretty cool. I saw Kid Chameleon there at the top. It's a class game. See? So yeah, audio turned up and down. See what the audio is like on Sonic. So I'm guessing it's just start. And you can see my bald head there. It's just as nasty as the console version. Yeah, it's still got that same sort of drony sound to it, like a depressed sort of sound. Okay, so I've tried turning the volume down quite a bit. It does sound quite a lot better with the sound down, but it is still the same drony, tinny sounds. It's definitely playable, like if you keep it low. I'm not going to try with headphones in, I'm afraid. It's horrible. Okay, I'm back. I've had a bit of a play around and a bit of a test. Just go over my results of my tests first of all. So the first thing I tried to do was using the AV out. Now this cable I've had for a while. It came with one of them Android boxes that you see going around on eBay and on Amazon, I guess. For the record, I was using the Android box as a retro game player, since I know most people use it for Cody. Long live Cody. But pretty much, I don't know if it's just mine's a defective model or a defective cable. The audio output worked, but the video did nothing. There was no screen on the picture. Now, you're probably wondering about the audio quality, since I've already classified the audio quality on the device is shit. And surprise, surprise, it's still shit. There's no way around it. It's going to be a hardware problem. Maybe they haven't used the best equipment. As you can see, I have put an SD card in there. I'll get back to that in a moment. And even though I wasn't going to try it, I did try using earphones. It improved the sound a little bit. It meant you can actually have the sound at full volume, but it still sounds like crap. But it's not got that loudness, so to speak, where the audio is too loud for the speaker. It couldn't handle the loudness. It handles it a bit better, but it's still not the right audio. So let's turn it back on and I'll show you what I've done. So on the SD card, I did a couple of tests. Once it's found some games. Now I only use titles that I physically own. As you can see, the very top one, that's actually a Sega Game Gear game. That's a Sega Master System game, and the rest are Sega Megadrive games. Again, I've copied the Game Gear game and Master System game. Just I renamed the file format to see if we can get them to play, but they don't work. I wasn't expecting it to. I just figured it might be the same software that they're running on the, because there's the version which only has the 2 buttons, which I believe is Master System and Game Gear version. I wondered if it was running the same emulator, so to speak, so I thought it was worth a try, but as you'll see, tries to load the game, black screen of death. Now when you press menu, it doesn't take you back to the SD card menu, unfortunately. It takes you back to the main menu, so you've got to go across, press start. But basically you just get the black screen no matter what format the Master System and Game Gear games are in. Sorry, I keep forgetting the titles. But yeah, I've got Streets of Rage 2, all 3 Sonics on there. And but the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which again is just some of the various games that I actually own. I just wanted to test how they worked. The audio is still definitely the same. On the Sonic games, there's no improvement on the quality. It's definitely not a bad ROM image that they've used. It really is a hardware fault. I think the best way to describe the hardware fault probably would be with the Power Ranger game. I'll try and get it so you can hear the audio. It's really bad. You hear how bad that is? Can you start to hear the drum? I'll show you what it's like if I can with the audio jack in. So I just plugged in the earbuds. Turn the volume back up. Don't know if you can hear. It's just really bad quality. And it's still better than that. You turn it down. And they are still playable, don't get me wrong. The problem being is, for the 16-bit era of gaming, the music was a big part of the games. Like the Sonic theme tunes are instantly recognisable. I think that's more apparent with the Streets of Rage game, because the music really made it. If you just listen, it just doesn't sound the same. It's not even like you can just describe it as being off key. It just sounds depressive. So I'll skip that and just get to the actual level. Like, it doesn't matter what region ROM you put it, you're going to get the same sound. Like, that definitely doesn't sound right. Right, yeah, that's enough of that. So, I'm going to turn it off. My thoughts on this device: if you're wanting to introduce your kids to the old games you may have played on the Megadrive, I wouldn't recommend getting this, no way. Your Android phone, your iPhone, your tablet, all of them can play these games and in almost perfect quality. Higher quality than what this can do. On the flip side though, the SD card slot, with that you essentially have the ability to load every single Megadrive game onto it. I think for the North American releases, at least all the English title releases, you could probably fit all the titles on a 2GB card. I've got the only card I had free was an 8GB, which is an SDHC. see that there? And for some strange reason, when you find YouTubers who are reviewing this, they keep telling you that you can only use an SD card. You can't use HC. But then they flip that in reverse and say, but you can use up to 10 gig. Anything past, if I remember right, anything past the 4 GB mark is the HC. My memory could be wrong there. It's been a while since I've used all the cards. But yeah, for yourself, retro-wise, if you turn the sound off or really down low, and you're just hankering for an old flashback to the old Genesis Mega Drive era, then yeah, pick it up. But only if you can get it cheap. That plus the SD card, you've got a portable device with all the Mega Drive titles on. But just know, it's not going to play your Game Gear, it's not going to play Master System, and please don't even bother trying a Sega CD or a 32X. The Sega CD and 32X are hardware extensions. They increased the actual limitations of the Mega Drive, they improved it. You won't be able to do that on one of these. Anyway, I hope that has been useful. So if you are thinking of getting one of these, again, just make sure you can get it at a cheap price, because it is definitely not worth the money if you're wanting the perfect Mega Drive experience. Pick up a Raspberry Pi, build your own console. If you don't want the experience of Mega Drive on the go, why not pick up something like a PSP and get that hacked and just drop the ROMs on? Again, I would only recommend you play games you legally own, but it's your problem if you go and download other games, not my fault. I think the PS Vita now, you can probably play decent emulators on that. I know the hacking scene on the 3DS, I believe that can play Mega Drive games as well. So you do have various options available to you. It's really only collectors, and if you want the whole Mega Drive experience, at least for these games with the sound off, go for it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If it has been helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll hopefully have some more videos coming up soon.